back now with a recap of some of the most memorable looks from fashion's biggest night.
What a night. We're talking about the Met Gala, and here with all the couture coverage is beauty expert Blake Newby. Blake, always good to see you. You are looking lovely yourself.
I showed up on theme. I figured it was only appropriate for today at least.
No, of course, we should let our viewers know that this dress comes with a brush as well.
It does. We've been brushing the dress, all this fringe. It's been giving us a time this morning.
Well, fancy
we're making it work.
We are making do. So this year's theme was the Garden of Time.
Yes.
How did we get to the garden?
So last night, there are two things, because I think people are a little confused. So last night was actually in celebration of the Costume Institute's new exhibition, which is entitled Sleeping Beauty's Reawakening Fashion. The dress code for last night kind of followed that. So that's how we got to the Garden of Time. It's inspired by J.G. Ballard's 1962 short story, and it was interpreted many ways. Some were literal, and some celebrities really took some creative license.
But let's talk about that interpretation.
Yes.
Walk us through some of the looks.
So some of our favorites from last night, of course, we have to talk about the co-chair, Zendaya, who gave us not one, but two looks. Her first look was Maison Margiela. It was absolutely fabulous. Definitely a darker take, think garden at night. Her second look was Givenchy with a fabulous Alexander McQueen hat.
Okay, let's talk about the fellas if we can. I loved Coleman Domingo.
Yep.
Tom Ford never misses, but he didn't have on Tom Ford last night. Usher did well as well.
He did. So everybody looked fabulous, and what the men did was they kind of added flowers to their tuxes. Particularly, we saw it on the lapel. So Coleman Domingo, he definitely went bigger. There was a fabulous black tulip. You know, Tom Ford, he kind of adorned the lapel with, you know, a bunch of different pins. But overall, the men really took it last night.
Yeah. I feel like the guys have been stepping up their game at these red carpets.
Oh, absolutely. And I really feel like you cannot talk about men's fashion these days without talking about like the Colemans and things like that.
Okay, we got to talk about the other women because there were lots of pretty dresses.
We do.
Sorry.
We do. I know. We have to go back to the ladies.
30 seconds in.
So, of course, we have to talk about Gigi Hadid, who was a vision in Tom Brown. Of course, I love the front, but to me, the best part was when she turned around, there was this corset detailing that was absolutely to die for. We have to talk about Lana Del Rey, who is an archive Alexander McQueen. Her interpretation, again, was more the trees, the branches, so not as much the flowers, which we absolutely loved. Taylor Russell, of course, as Loewe's global brand ambassador, was in Loewe. Her bodice was made to imitate wood, and that is really what everyone was talking about. Of course, the skirt was fabulous, but it was that bodice that really did it.
What did you think about Cardi B?
Oh, she looked fabulous.
Incredible.
It was definitely nighttime, dark rose, like it very much, you know, her and Tiana Taylor kind of leaned into the rose. Tiana Taylor from Harlem leaned into her album, A Rose from Harlem. So the girls really leaned into roses. And last but certainly not least was Tyla, who leaned into the sands of time.
I love that.
She was in custom Balmain and had to be carried up the steps because she could not move in the dress. So she was carried up all the way to the top.
There are a lot of steps.
There were a lot of steps, but it looked like there were 4 or 5 gentlemen that made sure that she made it up where she needed to go.
Who were your best dress for the night?
So my best dress, I have to say, Demi Moore in Harris Reed was absolutely fantastic. Definitely a literal interpretation, but I think a resounding from my group chats to Instagram to Twitter. It looks like Demi Moore was the winner, but on the men's side, it was Bad Bunny in Margiela.
He was incredible.
He
looked Bad Bunny
absolutely incredible. And what I also loved about Bad Bunny was he did all of his interviews last night in Spanish, even to those that spoke English. So it was such a vision last night.
I love that. Love to see it. And we love you too.
You know, I love you all.
Yes.
Always
Who was your best dress?
Yeah. My best dress was Deborah Roberts. Deborah Roberts. Yeah, she looked good.
She was
flowers
stunning.
on this dress. Yeah. And if you follow her on Instagram, you follow the whole evening with her.
Yes.
Too.
Also, you know how much she loves and respects the art that is fashion.
It's a long day. Yeah. The Met Gala is a long day.
We only see the beauty of it.
Yes.
Blake, again, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you all for having me.